Make sure this plugs in all the way. I'm just setting this thing up, guys. Alright, so hail and merry meet to everybody on this Sunday, the 7th of June, 2020. Wow. Another live stream brought to you by T-Mobile, of course. And we are going to cover a couple things. Number one, for those of you who know, the stimulus check proposal is looks pretty promising, and number one, for those of you who know, and unfortunately I can see that I am a little bit off the shot here. Oh my, you see my lower skirt. Let me get up, fix this. Yeah. This is not okay. Okay, that's good. Right now I'm using the Mophie juice pack with the micro USB connector on it. So unfortunately, that also means that unlike the 30-pin dot connector, it's more sensitive to incompatibilities and working loose in the connector. That's better. I don't really know how long I'm going to be streaming here, but figured we'd cover a few things today. People, peace, said I missed your calls. Yeah, you missed your calls. Despite the fact that I tried calling you several times and you didn't even bother even get back to me. I was busy earlier. Yeah, so am I, usually. Good morning, Bob. How you doing? First of all, I want to touch your stall frame. What? Yeah, well, you're a little bit higher up. Can you bring that a little higher up? You're in the top of the frame. Oh. Alright. Then center frame. Lock it down there. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what's going on with the stimulus for the United States. For those of you who may know, the protests that have been occurring originally started out in tribute for George Floyd, have become a overall catch-all, be-all protest, also to include not only police reform, but people protesting the government actions and the fact that people are fed up with the government for not giving them the assistance they needed during the time of the stimulus. One YouTuber gave the number for the congressional switchboard, and any American can call this and get the information. And it's let's see, I think it's here, the U.S. Capitol switchboard, Congress and the Senate, and it's 202-224-3121. So if you want to get in contact with your state legislator or state senator, this is how you reach them in Washington, D.C. 202-224-3121. A switchboard operator will connect you directly with the office you request. All you have to do is to say who it is. I've contacted Rich Blumenthal and Senator Christopher Murphy about this issue. Obviously, it's Sunday, so don't expect to actually have anybody in the offices right now, but the point is, at least my senators did have voicemail. I was able to leave a message for both of them in regards to what is going on. So if you want to contact your senator or legislator, it's area code 202-224-3121. Let them know that you support the Emergency Money for the People Act, sponsored by Kamala Harris of the Senate. It is the most practical of the bills that are out there at this point. So it's a great deal if you want to, let your congressman know, Republican, Democrat, whatever, that you mean business. So do it, do it now. The other thing is, I talked to an individual who made a donation to the channel today, and he does not want to give his name. He has upfronted as a donation $220 US to get the studio phone line on. I let him know that yes, that will activate the service. However, we will need to have the patrons come up with a monthly bill each month. If we can get 10 patrons donating $10 a month as a patron, as a monthly pledge, that's $100 plus the two we already have, and it will give us the ability to activate the phone service and keep the service paid. I might gotta fix my shoelace. Oh, jeez. So if you're interested in doing that, just go to my Patreon page. The description is in the link below in our video, so you can go there and make a donation. Basically, we just have to come up with $100. So if you want to give $100, that's fine. Nobody else has to. If we have 100 people that give $1 each, that's fine. That would give us the $100 we need. If 5 people want to donate $20, that's fine. That'll also give us money for the phone line. So it's pretty much, we need $100 monthly until October. When October comes, theoretically speaking, we should be able to bankroll it ourselves. Okay? And let's see. Can you call me back? Look at my answer. Are you reading Martin's messages? I'm looking at them real quick. Everybody has asked me and this channel to get the phone lines back in operation. I've already explained that because of the fact that I am paying $200 more each month until October, I cannot afford to do that on my own. If the stimulus check, which probably isn't going to be passed until after July 4th, which means we're probably not going to get the goddamn checks until August, meaning that all the people that are saying that they want the phone lines back, if they really, really want to make it happen, yes, you will be able to help at Patreon. And I explained to the donor, that until I can get the $100 a month guaranteed pledges in Patreon, I will just hold on the money in a special account until we get $100 a month in Patreon donations, and then we can get things done. Because there's a activation fee and there's a lot of other little charges, so the $220 covers that and part of the first month, but it doesn't care the whole thing. But it does take good care of most of it. Can you call me back? I can call you at the end of the show. I tried to call you this morning, Pop. Where were you? So I said, Pop, I will call you when we are done with the show. Okay? I don't think it's going to be a long one. There's only 2 people watching anyway. So if you want... Oh, no, there's 4 people watching. Great. Okay. So anybody has any questions about it, this is what you should ask me now. This is what, because I don't want to make this a long spiel. It doesn't have to be a long spiel. It's pretty simple. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Let's just assess again. Is this going to be another Martin episode? I don't think so. Don't worry about it. I wasn't planning to make a long spiel anyway. But I'm asking you guys if there's any questions you'd like to know about the fact that the good news is that we do have a person that has donated $220 in U.S. cash towards getting the phone line turned on, with the requirement that you guys will have to help offset the monthly cost for the next at least few months until October. Okay, no comments, no suggestions? Alright, guys. Thanks for being on the show. Just wanted to let you know what we're doing at. So you will find out once we get the 100 monthly donations, we can get the phone on. Until that, we're just going to have to do it like it is for now. Alright, guys, that's it. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, how you doing, Carrie? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I was just gonna call you anyway, but maybe it should be a little more calmer, nicer. All right, I will try to fill in the blanks. We received a $220 donation last night, specifically for we can get the phone lines on. I explained to the person that made the donation that we're still going to need to get a monthly pledges coming in from the other people of, say, $10 a piece for 10 people. And then with the 10 pledges that come in to cover the monthly operating costs of the phone line, we can get the phone turned on. Now, nobody seems to be excited to hear about that. Just I missed your call. I'm still here. I'm still here. Believe it or not, Carrie, me and you are still here. Yeah. But I'm going to try calling you individually as well. But anybody who wants to know any more details about this, yeah, do check it out, okay? I know we will probably be on later on tonight too. So, 2 people are still on. 2 people are still on. Okay. But I don't even hear anybody saying congratulations and know that you guys are really close to getting the studio line back on. And yet, I'm not hearing anybody saying, hope all is well. Yes, We got a $220 donation last night from a man who wants to remain anonymous for getting the phone lines turned on. The only thing now we have to do is get about $100 worth of Patreon donations to offset the monthly home phone charge. So anybody who wants to get to my Patreon page, you can join up, and we need $100 a month donations. And then once I start getting a regular steady $100 a month coming in from Patreon, we can start planning to get the phone lines activated. Maybe I was gonna end the stream because no one seemed to be interesting. Yeah, but anyway, Carrie, so yes, I did get a donation for $220 last night from an individual. The only thing is like I said, is we gotta get more Patreon to help me pay for the monthly phone bill. So everybody seems to like the phone calls, and I'm saying is that if at least 10 people pay $10 a month Patreon, we can get the money to pay for the monthly phone bill. The small nickels and dimes, I can usually take care of that. Yes, it was very nice of him. But the sad truth is, I got a feeling that the majority of the audience is going to throw me a big ton of raspberries and are not really going to be interested to know that we are going to potentially get the phone lines on maybe as soon as this month. It's maybe within the next few weeks. However, as I told him nicely, is I need to get people to be a regular monthly pledge for at least for the remainder of the time until the month of October. And then once we start getting in $100 in Patreon each month, we can get the phones turned on, and the money will be there to pay the phone bill. Okay, alright, I can for you both. But come back and donate $1 for June. We need $100 worth of donations, because the normal phone bill was $108 a month. And like I said, the $8 I can take care of that, but we need to get at least $100 to make it practically feasible. So anybody who wants to help offset that on a monthly basis, that's why I said the pledges. If everybody puts in money into the Patreon as a monthly pledge, we can get the phone line on, and we can get things all set to go. So this is really up to you guys. If you really want the phone on, this is what you got to do. Okay? Carrie says, most people are either broke themselves or don't care about other people's problems. The chances of happening upon people who not only care about you but have the money to spare could be slim. How do we donate? You donate to my Patreon page. Look in the descriptions of my channel descriptions. I'll tell you what it is right now. It's www.patreon.com/BICHELA. I'll type it in here just in case you don't know it. It's www, not WWE. Right. I'm not donating to World Wrestling Federation. Patreon. Oh, come on. No. No. Yeah, I know. Things are hard for everybody. It's not just me. Alright, so let's try it again. www. No, not WWE. www.patreon patreon.com / oops. Come on. BICHELA. So www.patreon.com, Killa. Okay, so that's how you would do it. Yeah, well, every now and then my stupid fingers just type WWE instead of www. Like, for some reason, there's no tactile touch on the glass, so I can't tell. But basically, you know who loves wrestling? Suplex City Vlogs. No, I haven't. So, anyway, back to the main thing. I don't expect everybody to go out there and put up a mass amount of money. I understand it's Patreon, and some people can donate at $10. Maybe some people can donate at $20. Maybe you can donate a $10 or a $5. It doesn't really matter, but we got to come up with $100 with 647 subs, especially all the ones that were so much love the phone calls. This is going to be where this is where you need, where rubber meets the road. Let's put it that way. If you really seriously love the phone calls, then you can spare something, $5, $10 a person. We need at least $100 a month to offset the phone bill. The donation came in, the pays for the activation, the deposit, the installation. It does not pay for the monthly phone bill. So if you really, really want this to happen, this is where everybody is really wants this to happen, needs to contribute. This individual put a lot of money towards this, and I explained to the individual that the money will have to be sitting in the account until we can get the money for the monthly services from the audience until October. In October, when my rent goes down from $900 to $700 a month, we are going to have more money available to offset the phone bill. Okay, I just want to check something here. Michelle's always afraid of that. Mini USB plug coming loose. Right, micro USB. Okay. Maybe people could donate $1 to call in, like in the jukebox. I don't know how to do that. I don't think it works that way since I don't have Super Chat. But that's why Patreon is the best way to do it. I know that some people are really having a hard time financially right now. I understand that. But out of 647 subs, there should certainly be enough money to at least come up with $100 total between all the donations to pay for the phone line monthly charges of $108. That's all it's all the phone bill is on the average is about $108. Okay, so you need $100 a month until October. So for June, July, August, and September, absolutely correct. Yes. And that was going to normally been paid with the stimulus money, but given the fact is that Congress isn't probably going to be getting out the stimulus until August, we can't depend on the stimulus money and the stimulus check because it's not going to be here until long after July at the earliest. Yeah, I think it's doable. Yeah, minimum is $1, so you figure. So just say it this way: if you got 400 subs, and those 400 subs each put $1 in each month, actually it's only be 100. Right. Okay. So every one of the subs puts in $1 a month as a pledge, and keeps getting a pledge promise of 100 people. That means that each month the phone bill would be paid. Extra money could be used to put towards unboxing demos or other things that people have asked me about in the past for doing for the shows. And But right now, since the phone line is the most sought after feature, that's the one that we're focusing on. So if anybody really wants to do this, it's really up to you guys, because I can't do it until October myself. So some people are still waiting for the post. Yeah, I know. They're waiting for the CARES stimulus check. I know. A lot of people are. Yeah. Right. I don't know what you mean by reparations, but in the case of the CARES Act, the first stimulus check, that's still going out. People are actually now getting paid on debit cards. So make sure if you find you get a debit card from Card Member Services and you don't recognize the company, please make sure to open up the envelope to make sure it is indeed a real, it's the stimulus check. If you have problems, I do have information about that. If you do have problems finding out about the stimulus check and you want to know what the hell happened to your check, this is from the Internal Revenue Service, you can call them at 1-800-919-9835 for stimulus check related questions. So that's 1-800-919-9835. So if you want to know where your check is, if you have not already gotten it, or if you got it originally, you think you got it as a debit card and then you threw it away, you got to call them and see if they can help you by issuing you a refund or a cash payment or whatever, or a new card. So again, the phone number is 1-800-919-9835 for the Internal Revenue Service stimulus check hotline. So yes, there is a program for that. So yeah, you can get information on that. So let's see what's next. Next thing is going back to this chat here. Okay. Alright, so I'll go back to the number again for you. Okay, it is for the stimulus hotline. It's 1-800-919-9835. So that's 1-800-919-9835 for the Internal Revenue Service's stimulus check related questions. So that's the information. I'm going to help some of you. If you wonder where your check is, call that number and they'll help you with the information. Of course, you can always use the online tools too, if that's what you'd rather do, instead of doing it by the phone. I got a feeling that they've got more customer service people on, so you can get more help as well. So, yeah. I'm buying my kids new mattresses and beds with their stimulus money. Okay. Martin, have you donated $1? That's $1 a call. You said you were going to call. Pop, I will call you at the end of the show. And when I call you, you better friggin' answer. Because a lot of times last night I tried to call you this morning and you didn't even answer. Martin and, let's see. Martin, and that only covers 15 minutes. You have to donate another $1 for an additional 15 minutes after that. Maybe for Pop, I should put a 1-900 number in. 1-900-345-POPS. $4 for the first 15 minutes. $1 for each additional minute. Or each additional 10 minutes. I know I am. I know you are. Yeah, I did try calling him though. This morning. I talked to Patty too, by the way. Totally pissed me off. All right, let me just give you a recap on this one. First of all, she came up with some bogus information that makes no sense, saying a couple different things. Number one, she said, you do realize is that since you are an adult disabled child, that right, you're only going to get your check for a maximum of 18 years. And I said, where the fuck did you come up with that? Well, I heard it on some source, and then I heard you shared the article on your Market Watch. That was about the cost of living adjustment, lady. They're not canceling our benefits. No. I mean, true, the Social Security is going to potentially be bankrupt in about 15 years, but that would definitely become bankrupt if Donald Trump goes for his payroll tax cuts. Oh my God, that's going to be real bad if he does that. I actually think that's a stupid idea. But, I know he's not a real friend. I just jokes a lot. I know he's yes, he is a real friend. But yeah, he can be impulsive sometimes. But, and then the other thing Patty said to me, oh no, I want to have you as a tenant. I'm going to be the landlady. And I was polite to her. I said, nah, I'm not interested. And I hung up. And Lumi and I chewed on that after the phone call, and she agreed with me. I said, no, fuck no way. Nuh-uh. If you can't make Michele an equal in your project, it's not worth it. No, it's not. No. She's so worried about Michele because Michele was in the emergency room, and even if she had Medicare, that she's afraid that she's going to lose the house because Michele got stuck with Medicare expenses. That makes no sense at all, considering the fact that I also get food stamps, and so did she. Yeah. That's not a working arrangement. No. Reparation for slavery is a proposal that some types of compensation should be provided to the descendants of slaves from the Atlantic slave trade. Fine. Great. How do you determine if you were from the Atlantic slave trade? I mean, all the the fact that we intermingle so much in the United States, but I do think that China should pay everybody in the world reparations for the bullshit that they did with Wuhan. I definitely think China should be paying, and that ain't gonna take no genetic DNA test. It's gonna be that simple. China, you're guilty. Pay up. Pay up for all the damage you've done to all the economies of the world. Pay up, asshole. You did it. You didn't do proper safety protocols in your lab, and you let the Wuhan virus escape. You didn't even bother properly reporting to the CDC. And so for that reason, yes, China, you should pay us reparations for all the businesses, all the revenue lost, all the jobs lost. So fork it over, asshole. You actually owe us. A lot of the people in the world, not just the United States. That's the truth. Please don't rent from Patty. She sounds like a headache from morning to night. Yeah, she is, unfortunately. Carrie said, Pop says, while I'm against racism, I do not support reverse racism either. Chauvinism goes both ways. Martin, a lot of people are being bought, sold, murdered, used, and assaulted in the attempts to build a country essentially for free. Yeah, well, I wonder if this virus really was an accident. That's a good question, is it? I don't know. Let's see. Build a country for free. People P says, we must build a post-race society in Cuba. No one in Cuba is proud of their race. Everyone is just proud of belong to Cuba. People P says, we must build a post-race, post-religion, and post-political society as Cuba. Carrie says, Martin, are you in Cuba? I thought you were joking about Che Guevara. Blinda 123 says, what's up? Not much. I had family members there and friends. I live in Canada. Yes, he does. But I just don't. So to answer the question that the other person asked, what's up is very simple. Is that we got a donation donated to us last night for $220 in cash to get the phone lines activated. The only thing is, for the monthly bill, we are going to need everybody to become a sponsor on Patreon. Donate $1, $2, $10, $20, $100, whatever. We need $100 a month to keep the phone lines active until October, and then which at that point my rent will be $700, and then I'll take over the monthly bill for the $108 out of my own pocket. So that's the story with that. So I guess the main thing is who's going to help out with the bill. So, well, I do hope that some people actually will realize you're being serious. That you can confirm you got the money, the $220. It is in your PayPal, right? And so all we need now is if we get 10 patrons that donate $10 a month, every month, for example, that's $100. Plus, we already have 2 patrons that already donate $15 total. That's $115 right there. Correct. With $115 a month, Michele can pay for the phone bill. And the installation and the security deposit is already paid for. But I need a commitment. I hate the selling PBS. If $10 a month, you can help make it possible to receive phone calls again with unlimited internet access, which keeps programs that you like on the air. It's viewers like you that help make it possible. Get on the phone to patreon.com right now and go ahead and make a pledge for about $10 a month. We need at least $100 during this pledge break. So if you can come up with $100, the sooner we get the $100 pledges, the sooner we can get the phones turned back on. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting for one of 2 potential conditions. Maybe more like 3. Okay, what are they? Number 1, the stimulus check comes in. Right. Number 2, the month of October. Right. Or number 3, when hell freezes over. Which one you want to deal with? I think it probably would be either 2 or 1, actually. Yeah. But that is indeed the issue. What is post-race? Why should people be ashamed of their race? Martin, that's just silly, though. Yeah, I found out about Michele from Bloated Kiki. Okay, how you doing? So yes, that's, like I said, everybody loved the phone call so much, just as the chance for you guys to really show how much you love the phone calls. Because it's in your court, guys. It really is. It's in your court. So, there are certain medical conditions that affect some races more than others. It's medically and scientifically negligent, if not abusive, to deny race or ethnicity. Yes, that's absolutely true. And there are certain diseases that affect certain genders too. For example, hermaphrodites, for example, are not exactly immune to issues that affect both men and women. In fact, we can get both issues. Not all the supremacist pride bullshit. Martin, oh, okay. So I can get sick. So I can get sickle cell anemia. I'm not even sure which races get that. I've certainly seen them. Pictures of the sickle cells. Now I also got a message came in on text messages here. Let's see what this says. Oh, they're from Patty. Oh, God. All right, let's see. What's she saying this time? Oh, my God. Okay. Well, here's what he says. I'm going to read this from earlier, and then I'll read the latest one, which is more generic. She says, we put money in McConnell's pocket, but he won't put money in ours. Get rid of him. He's all for himself, not for us. I thought that was his job. For the money, we don't. He's got money, we don't. Then she mentions the food. Do you really want to talk about that part? No, I'll skip that part. Oh, no, I will read it. Just give an example of Patty's attitude. I made ham steaks and scalloped potatoes, meals for the week. Ham, egg salad, eggs, ham, cheese, omelet for breakfast. Ham, eggs, breakfast. I made a good meals and also fed you meals. $70 for the month dollars. Doesn't feed you. I fed you a good meals on me. I paid for food when you were here. I fed you. Never even argued about that. I paid for rides to Walmart. I paid for vitamins, alcohol, peroxide. You did not pay me December rent. You paid Jimmy. I still took you in. You're iffy about me. I find someone that appreciates good people. Basically, she's giving me a Dear Michelle letter, basically, in her own version. Fine. Okay, lady. You know what? I honestly, I don't really have anything to say about it, except to say, he said, you're making it really easy for me to tell you it's over, aren't you? Jeez. All right. But what she said about Mitch McConnell is true. A lot of people are very, very upset at Mitch McConnell because he's dragging his feet with the entitlements and the money. Is there any really form of entitlement? Question, is it? Maybe no. I don't think it's really an entitlement. But the point is that people need that money. They need that help. Cuba is a direct democracy as opposed to liberal democracy. Hi, Dustin. Dustin. Thank you so much. Which one's Dustin? Hey, Michelle. Boy Kiki crew here showing love and support. Welcome to the show. I know this show seems kind of strange today because it sounds like a pledge break for PBS, but everybody wanted so bad to get the phone lines on. We have got the potential to get the phone lines on. We have gotten the $220 that was donated to us. The only thing is we need to have a monthly pledge breaks from Patreon of $100 or so to pay for the monthly phone bill until October. So that's $400 total for 4 months. So if anybody wants to make, well, hell, if anybody wants to donate $400, that'd be fantastic. Absolutely. But I don't know if people can donate that much. Yes, I see. Thank you very much. Belinda and Dustin are here from Beaky's recommendations. And like I said to both of them, welcome to the show. I saw Mercedes there last time's multiple. Don't seem old in my LMAO. Okay. So, do you want to post the Patreon link again? It's in the description of the video. Well, they don't see it. Martin, are you sure? LOL, I'm pretty sure there are history books in Texas used pictures of Cubans driving 1950s cars as a visual of what can happen if you don't let American democracy in. Well, they do. They do, but they also do got people that do buy expensive cars from overseas, but then they pay up the wazoo. So, what we're gonna do? Can I go ahead and cut that line out of the description so I can actually share it with people? Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna do that, guys. We're gonna get to this description. I'm going to cut out the parts you need to know. Let's see. Oh, dear God. I hate this phone. I hate Android. Cut and paste doesn't work like I think it would. What the fuck? Anyway, it's www.patreon.com/BICHELA. Well, no. You son of a bitch. Well, you can check to see how many people actually donated. Yeah, I can check it real quick. Right now, I have only 2 sponsors on Patreon with a monthly payment of $14. That's it. That's all we have. We got a long way to go. '50s when 4 years ago. I graduated in 1994, she says. I graduated in 1987, so. Thank you. Yes, that's it. www.patreon.com/BICHELA without the question mark. Yes, that's my address. If you could put that in as a macro on your keyboard and occasionally bash it every so often, it might help. I will try to put in a macro for it in the Nightbot in a little while. Because I know that the people who love phone calls so much, they should be willing to do this. It's not even like, if each person, 10 people put in $10, that's $100 right there, minus Patreon's fees. Yet is going to be enough to keep the phones on, the internet on. They'll be able to have our panels. We'll be able to have our phone calls, hangouts, everything. We need this. We need this. It's that important. Um, let's see. Do they ever run from the police? My aunt smokes the dope sometimes. Yeah, but it's legal in Canada now. Well, maybe she's not in Canada. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, well, anyway, that's pretty much it. Anybody got any questions about what's going on right now? I can tell you the temperature right now is about 22 degrees Celsius outside. There's a bit of a wind. It's not too bad, but it's definitely blowing up a storm over here. That's my yeah. Well, I think it's going to be really good if everybody donates to this. This is what you guys wanted, right? You guys wanted the phone. This is your chance to get the phone back on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can call you afterwards. But does anybody here have any questions about anything? We can talk about some other things besides the donations, or even about the donations if anybody has any questions. Because, I mean, the person donated the $220 to get the phone turned on and to pay for the installation charges. And because there was the installation charges along with the security deposit. So that covers that. And then the first phone bill is going to be about $108. And then each month after that will be $108. So we're talking about, all I'm asking for is $100 in Patreon, and then we can use that money and what little other difference we need. I'm sure I can come out of my checking account for that in the month. After all, I don't have to feed 2 cats anymore. I only have to deal with Rusty, and he goes outside and doesn't use a cat box much. Pop says I'm working on a Book of Shadows. Okay. So there's no other questions, huh? All right, so, but I want to thank the newcomers from that were recommended to come here. Normally these shows are not so frantic; they usually are a lot more relaxed, especially in the evenings. We will be live tonight. We will be having a show about 8 o'clock Eastern time. So yes, we will be on at 8 o'clock tonight. I just wanted to make sure that we got this pledge breakout as fast as we could, because I originally was going to call Carrie privately, and then I realized since it was such a big deal, I wanted to make sure everybody knew that the phone lines that everybody wanted is ready to go, but I'm going to need your guys' help for 4 months. And so that's important to remember how much it's going to make a difference for the channel. I know that each individual may not be able to pay that much. To Bobby Hammett a lot lately. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Alright, guys. Right now, it looks like we're pretty much done. I will be on at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, and we will go into more descriptions and more discussions. And Okay, so I'm so glad you have the deposit for the phone. Congratulations. Yes, but now the question is would people be willing to actually make it a practicality of turning it on? We don't know when the stimulus check is coming because Mitch McConnell is still acting like an asshole. I don't know when they are going to actually discuss the stimulus payments of the HEROES Act or the Emergency Money for the People Act, which was proposed by Kamala Harris. And, because of that, we can't guarantee I can use that money to offset the costs because we don't know when they're going to come. So, let's see. So for right now, guys, I'm just going to say is that I want to thank you all for Patty's still typing at me in the background. Ugh. Alright, so Carrie, I'm going to try giving you a call privately too, but for everybody, I want to say thank you very much for being on the show. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight, guys. Alright? Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Thanks. Oh, Stacy. Oh, for God's sakes. How you doing? I'll make it real quick. We're going to have an 8 o'clock Eastern show tonight. I just wanted to bring up something that was very important, which I already just addressed. I'm not going to rehash it again. But I will talk to everybody else tonight. And Stacy, if you want me to try to call you on my cell phone Hangouts, I can try calling you on Hangouts. So, yeah, I can try calling you later on. So right now, I'll talk to you, Carrie. I'm gonna call you, Stacy. I'll try to call you on Hangouts in a little bit. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight. Yep. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye, guys. I'm going to just wait for this thing to buffer it out.